Yes.
Hi, everybody. Dave Kincaid here, and we've got another really cool program interview happening today with our special guest, Valbona Pennoyer, the program manager at MCG Careers. Valbona, thanks for coming on the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
Valbona today is going to tell us about a cool program for employers that gets funding to them and helps people get jobs that always kind of flies below the radar a bit. And it's kind of a unique one because it's outside of certain sectors. Sometimes we're just talking like technology companies and stuff. So I think this is really awesome. You were a guest. We met you were a guest on my course, right? Yeah. Did great there, super fun. So we thought, hey, let's do a short video, go through your program so more business owners out there who are looking to grow their business and hire staff can know about this program. So Valbona, thanks first and foremost for coming on.
Well, thank you very much for having me, and I look forward to sharing, and hopefully people can just get to know more about the resources that are available because there's a lot of benefits to them for sure.
Yeah, and if you're watching this, we're changing this up a bit. Valbona has a presentation that she's going to give us. I may ask a question in it or at the end that can walk through the program. I just think that'll be the most efficient way to, structured way to go through this program. So Valbona, I'll turn it over to you. I know you're going to share your screen and walk us through it. So take it away.
Oh, thank you. So here I go. Let me see. So hello, everyone. Again, my name is Valbona Pennoyer. I am the program manager of the workplace training program in Calgary, and I work for MCG Careers. Lots of you could ask, what is MCG Careers? MCG Careers is a service provider of the government of Alberta and government of Canada. We do have programs funded by both federal and provincial governments. But today I'd like to talk to you about the workplace training program. Lots of times I speak to business owners or organizations and job seekers, and it's so unfortunate because a lot of people don't know about these resources that the government has made available. And so I'm hoping that today you will know a little bit more about them and how you can access them to make sure that you benefit. So my program is a workplace training program. So basically what we do is we partner with local employers who are willing to offer unemployed Albertans on-the-job training and work experience. It's a great program, and lots of times people say, oh my goodness, how come I don't know about this? A little bit very fast about the program highlights. So it is designed actually to help industry professionals transition into a new career or a new industry. So we're talking about, let's say, somebody who has worked in retail, they don't have much experience in the office, they do have some transferable skills, so that means oral communication, customer service, sales, whatever, and they want to transition into an office. These would be a good example of that. That's where the workplace training program would be a good fit for them. So what the program offers, they do have on-the-job training component, paid work experience placement component. Of course, it is offered at no cost to anyone, job seekers or business owners, and it is funded by the province of Alberta in collaboration with the Ministry of Labor and Immigration. What are some of the program requirements? So for participants, we're talking about the job seekers in this case. They need to be 18 years of age or older. They need to be currently unemployed, living in this case, Calgary and area, or in Red Deer, there's another one. They have employment skills that are easily transferable to other industries or roles, but still need some specific employer training. And of course, they're looking for full-time employment. These people would be ready, willing, and able to get to work, and they would be committed to looking for full-time work long-term, not just short-term.
Valbona, can I ask a quick question on that slide? Is underemployed, is it unemployed, or does underemployed qualify as well?
Okay, so in this particular program, you need to be 100% unemployed. There's other programs available for people who are considered underemployed. These would be people who work less than 20 hours a week.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so for the employers to be eligible for the program, they would have an appropriate business license. They have to have a liability insurance of minimum $2 million and to have an active WCB account unless they fall under the exempt industry. Lots of people don't know where to find, how to discover if they fall under the exempt industry or not. The best thing to do is just go to WCB Alberta and just search for their exempt industry list. They will be able to see it there. And if they're not completely satisfied or it's not clear, they should contact WCB and request a letter of exempt, or if they need to open an account with them. It's always a good idea. So lots of people actually ask what are the benefits that the WPT program offers to employers. So first and foremost, it's a wage subsidy of up to $390 per week per new hire. So let me just put it into in a better terms, I guess. If you're hiring a customer service representative, you're gonna pay them $15 an hour. In this program, they have to work minimum 30 hours a week. So with this $390 per week, we'll cover 26 of those 30 hours that they would be working. So it's a pretty good program for sure. Now, in order for us to determine how long the training will be, this is case by case. So it depends on the need of the job seeker. So if the new hire, for example, has no experience at all, they could go 14, 15. Our average is 10 to 12 weeks. But it can go from 4 weeks to 26 weeks. So in order for somebody to determine how much money they would be receiving as a wage subsidy, they would calculate, let's say, $390 per week times 12, 10, 16, 20, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The training, the longevity of the training, how long it's going to be according to the week per person. So. And then, of course, the government has made available up to $7,000 funding for supplemental training. These would be training offered by a third party. And of course, these would be certification, other training that these people need to be successful in their role. Of course, the training cannot be anything but filling within, it has to be within their role. So if it is a customer service, for example, and is going to support the accounting department, they might need some training in Excel. Great. But if they're not going to support the accounting, then they need to find something else that falls within their job description.
Is that 100% funded training? So if they're going to take a program?
Yes, it is.
Wow, that's unbelievable. That's amazing.
Yes. So basically what happens is that the employer will pay upfront and then they submit the invoice to us and then we reimburse it 100%. That's
great.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And so to the job seeker, of course, there are benefits as well. They are considered our main client. We complete a skill gap analysis just to identify some of the skills that they're lacking to be successful in the role that they're seeking after. Of course, we offer paid training to offset a skill gap or lack of formal training. So the whole idea is for us to make sure that these people are successful long term. So we're giving them the necessary tools to be skilled. And to excel in their position. And then, of course, we offer access to employers, so we become a bridge between the talent and the business community. Of course, we offer the wage subsidy during the training and job placement and ongoing support. So there's lots of issues that could rise up in the workplace, and so we are there to support them and make sure that we facilitate a good relationship between the employer and the customer, or the client in this case, in the new hire.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm. So, and then the application process for participants. So we're talking about the job seekers here. If they contact us first, we complete a pre-assessment to determine if these people are eligible for the program. And this could be done via phone call, video, or in person, depends on their availability and their comfort zone, especially after COVID. And of course, we do have some forms that they need to complete and fill out. We do complete an employability assessment and skill gap analysis. And for employers, of course, they do have some forms for them, specifically for them as well. And then we offer assistance with recruitment needs. So for example, let's say an employer needs an admin assistant and they need some help, because lots of times, especially small businesses, they do not have an HR department. The business owner is doing everything. And so we are open to help them with recruitment needs. Sometimes we do have clients who fit their criteria or what they're looking for. And sometimes we'll post their job postings for them on their behalf and do some recruitment and pre-screening and selection and stuff like that. And then once we determine or identify some of the the candidates that could be a potential fit, we refer them, or we just send them the resumes or application. And then of course, that's up to the employer if they see them as a good fit for their organization. So there's no obligation for them to participate to hire these people. They can also do their own recruitment, and then they can refer their new hires to us. Of course, we need to determine at that point if they are eligible for the program or not.
On that point, I think that's a great point that you mentioned, because so often when I work with small business owners, they know someone they want to hire, in the fact that they can bring that person to this program and leverage it. I mean, it works for everyone, right? The person gets the job, the employer knows them, then they get the training. It's great.
Right.
Valbona, on the question around the forms for employers, depending on the grants, I know they can be very long, some can be much shorter. What is the level of difficulty on the forms for employers?
I believe, personally speaking, that the government has made it really easy for the employers to get access to these funding or whatever they're looking for, the assistance, the financial assistance, because there is people such as us who are willing to help every step of the way, take the time to explain the process. And we are there to help if they need help with coming up with a training plan or coming up with just fill out those forms. It's a very good way to create that relationship with employers. When the employers, lots of times, actually, it's unfortunate in one way, as soon as people hear that the government is involved, they think the process is so difficult and so complex, but it's not. We are here to help every step of the way, and the government is doing their part to make the process as friendly as possible, user-friendly as possible.
I think it's interesting, I talk a lot, whether it's in my book or in courses or teaching, is like delivery agents. So that's what's kind of neat about this model, is that the government has funding, but they've gone through your organization to allocate it to business owners, which just makes that service delivery so much smoother for the entrepreneur at the end of the day. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely, yes. So there's like I said, it's so unfortunate that lots of people don't know about them, because there's so much benefit in participating in programs like that.
Well, we're going to work on that. That's why we're doing this video, and we're going to share with our email list. So hit a like button if you're happy to know about these videos, because I think it's great. Thanks.
Yeah. So I just want to reinforce the fact that the new hire cannot start their training until the training is approved actually by the government. Good. So what we do is we collaborate with the government. So we are actually the center of so many different assets different aspects of this program. So what we do is we collaborate with the government, we collaborate with the job seeker, and we collaborate with the business community or the business partner, whoever is wanting to participate in this program. So basically, like I said, lots of times, 99% of the time, the trainings are approved, because we make sure that the companies or the business fits the criteria, the new hire fits the criteria, as well as we present a good case to the government to release the funding.
I'd like to ask a question on that point, because I think it's a good one. It's like some grants are very competitive. some are not competitive or less competitive. Can you talk about that from the business owner perspective? Is this very competitive?
So it's not actually, well, of course it has the eligibility criteria,
Right. Yeah.
but it's not very competitive. I don't think so. Everybody is welcome to apply and to reach out to us. Like we are not, we don't discriminate against any industry specific, like we don't work with a specific industry or small businesses only. It's everybody can apply for these programs. And of course, we are here every step of the way to see if our program is the best fit for them, or are there any other programs available within the city that they can reach out to or explore, so that they can get actually the highest or the best benefit.
I love that. So they can reach out to you and find out early on if they're eligible or not. Have a go no milestone. Oh, it's not for you, go somewhere else. But if it is a yes, proceed. So that's a wonderful setup. Very business friendly, saves them time.
Yeah, it is. It is. So what are some of the actually common questions that I have from different people who have asked me questions? Lots of times, for example, they say, well, what is a government funded program and how they work? So a government funded program, it's a program that is 100% funded by the government. There's no charge involved for anybody. And you can access them anytime. Of course, like I said, it's the eligibility criteria is different because every program has their own audience and their target. But at the end of the day, I believe that the government has made available a lot of resources to make sure that everybody fits somewhere. So if you're not fit for our program, maybe you are a good fit for Alberta Job Grant, or maybe you are a fit for another program that offers a wage subsidy, or maybe they can help you with your recruitment needs. So it depends. Everybody's got their own needs, but I believe this is what the government funded programs are. They are funded by the government, 100% free of charge. And how they work, you just have to reach out to the people who are, or just call whoever you see, like the phone number that you see there, and they should be the ones to help you every step of the way, or to refer you to another program if that program is not a good fit for you. Another one is, what are the benefits of these programs? Again, they're free of charge. They do offer help if it is for recruitment or maybe for employment readiness. There's programs who offer, actually, let's say you're going to hire somebody and they need steel-toe boots or they need uniforms. There are programs who are actually, they can offer those kind of services. They offer up to $500, for example, for uniforms, for things that the new hire needs to perform their job well. So there's lots of benefits, I personally believe. And also you've got somebody who will help you if you need some help with payroll, for example, if you need some assistance with labor laws or whatever. Like I said, there's a lot of issues that come up in the workplace. We are a resource for many employers and job seekers for that matter. And how to access these programs, the best thing to do is just, you can contact people like me. I know a lot of programs that are offered in the city, but at the same time, you can just go to Alberta Works website and search for government funded programs, and you'll see training, you'll see transition to employment programs. There's lots of programs that are available for job seekers and the business community, for sure.
That's awesome. And how can people reach out to you? How can people find you, Valbona, okay, there we go. This is perfect.
This is my information. Feel free to just reach out to me. Of course, we do have a main line, and that's where this 403-777-5633 comes into play, or go to our website, mcgcareers.com. We are available, would love to help if we can. Yeah.
And I mean, I've just for people who are watching, I had a student actually participate in your program. They hired staff, they got the wait service, they got the training. They absolutely loved it. They loved working with you. It was great. And so I'm so glad that you came on so that we can, let other people know about this program exists and keep the economy rolling strong and stuff like that. So Valbona, thank you so much. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add, but this has been fantastic, and I appreciate you all the preparation you did for this. I know the people viewing this are getting a lot of benefit.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me. I'm glad to share these programs because at the end of the day, I'm a small business owner myself, so I understand the challenges. I've been a job seeker before, so I know the challenges and the all the difficult times that people go through. So whatever I can do to help, and at the end of the day, we are in this together. So I'll be glad to help.
Well, thanks so much, and thanks for watching. If you like it, feel free to give it a like or leave us a comment or any questions you've got. We can get in the comments, or I'll get you questions, or we can even add to this to maybe have it just 24/7 on demand so people can get answers to their questions. But thank you very much, and we'll be checking next time. Take care.